Power Trick or Trade Sandro here on StockTwits. We're going to be talking about Disney, and CAT, Caterpillar, option trade ideas for great gains, 100 to 300% gains. Let's talk about it. Let's take a look at the plan. So here it is, DIS. Now, again, I'm going to be explaining of these options, the option prices and options in general, and why I'm picking these options. I'm going to be explaining all that because a lot of people are also new. Don't forget that this is on YouTube, and some people who may be following are new or have never seen this Power Trick or Trade. But stay tuned, people. A lot more trades for 100% to 300% gains. This is just, again, if you follow my stream, you're going to find the plans. But if you don't follow regularly, you're going to miss out, right? Because things happen. It can happen anytime. It can happen the next day, 2-3 days after. But the plans do trigger, and then there's a lot to learn. So anyways, let's get into this. Let's talk about the options. Let's talk about the pricing strategies. Let's talk about everything. Here it is. This is set up to test 103 to 105. Okay, so here it is trading at 98.82, and you can see here I circled the date. Okay, this is based on November the 25th close, people. All right, so this is set up to test 103 to 105. The January 20 100 calls are good to use. So those are the options I'm talking about. The January 20th 100 calls. Okay, you could use other ones if you want, but these are pretty good, and I'll explain why. And these January 20th 100 calls, they're good to make. They could make about 100 to 300% gains, and I will explain why. So here it is. This needs to break above 99.25 on some good action volume. Good action volume is 1 million on a 10-minute chart. If the volume is not there, then watch this base. Okay, so before I get into that, so basically the first step is, if we want to get into this earlier entry number, okay, we want to see this break above 99.25 on some good action volume, which is 1 million shares. Okay, so in the first 10 minutes of trading, if we don't get that action, or it could be in the next, so it's 10 minutes. And every 10 minutes, so for example, if the market was open for 30 minutes, that would be 3 10-minute bars. So within one of those 3 10-minute bars, there could be a spike of volume. If there isn't, then basically what we're going to do is we're going to watch this base above 99.25 and look for power towards 99.5 to 100 area. Okay, so for example, maybe we get above 99.25, but there's not enough volume. Then they base above it, and then there's a push to 99.5 to 99.75, we'll say, and then you see a strong volume surge of a million shares, or it just seems strong in general. There would be your entry point. If not, the last point of entry with this would be, we'll look for a break of 100 and some strength. Okay, but this is the idea here. This stock is, I believe, is set up to go and test this gap, completely fill it, and it should be able to hit at 103 on the low end to the 105 area. Could even be better. Again, we're going to get more to the action, but this is set up. It's in favor, people. So let's go and take a look at the options here. Okay, people, here I am on the Yahoo Finance board. And I opened up, see, here's options. I'm using the Google browser here. So this is how it looks in the Google browser. They changed the format here. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to look for, we're going to go to this drop down menu, go to the January 20th 2017 calls. Okay, and I want to show you why I chose this. I did this, all the research I do, I look for the plans, through the scannings, and I have a lot of, again, I've been posting these great gains for years for people on Power Trick or Trade, people. If you're new to follow me, you're gonna subscribe, and I'm gonna explain you how to subscribe to Power Target Trades on YouTube. Anyways, here it is. Here is the 100 calls. Okay, they're trading at right now $1.38 to $1.40, and I'm gonna explain what that means. And look, there's a lot of open interest here. There's 45,000 contracts. Okay, so what does this mean now? For every 100 shares, for every option you buy in Disney, you are going to control 100 shares, okay, up to January the 20th, right? Now, we won't need to hold these options for that long. but it gives us a lot of time, and it's a good chance that as long as this happens within the next few weeks, okay, that those options can go up 100 to 300%. So what would it take for it to go up just 100%? Well, let's say this does trigger and hits about 102. I guarantee, like, this will probably trigger. I'm going to give you an example. Disney will probably trigger these options at about a buck 60 to a buck 70, we'll say, okay? And so if we were to go to 102, those options are probably worth about 320, 340 each. So you're doubling your money. That's what 100% gains means. You're doubling your money. So if you bought 10 options at a average of, let's say, $1.70, just to make it an example, then those options at $1.70 will, and let's say, so basically, if you bought 10 options and you double your money and you put $1,700 into it, then you've doubled it. You made $1,700. And how long does it take? Well, it could take some of my plans. You're making money within 1 to 2 days at 100%. And if you make 100% gains, what you should be doing is taking profits and then holding their other half as runners, and then of course adjusting your stop. Now, I won't get into all those factors. That is for you to manage. What I am doing is I'm explaining how to get into this, giving you the ideas to get in, because I'm not a service. What I am doing is demonstrating my technique. It's called power trick or trade, okay? And I do this all the time. I find 100% gains to 300% gains in options all the time. But people, we've got to wait for confirmation, okay? And for these options. 1 second here. Okay, people, like I said here, see, my banner, confirmation is key, okay? Power Trick or Trade here over here, and this is my stamp logo, Power Trick or Trade Sandro. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Caterpillar, people, okay? The Caterpillar plan trade. I'm going to go through this all. If there's, again, always refer to the videos. You can go back and check out what I said about the Disney, DIS. It's all documented in this video. Watch these videos several times if you need to. It's good for everybody. Okay, it's good for yourself. It's good for everybody. All right. So Caterpillar. Let's talk about Caterpillar option trade. Okay, options trades. Okay, option, people. All right, for Caterpillar. Caterpillar is set up to test 103 to 105. The January 20th 100 calls are good to use. So what has to happen now? Okay, what I'm looking for CAT is CAT needs to break above 96.50 on some good action volume. Good action volume is 700K. If the volume is less than that, then watch this base above 96.50 and look for power towards 97. Okay? So basically, if the volume isn't really there as we break 96.50, look for it to show some stability at 96.50, and it looks strong towards breaking 97, and that's your entry. Okay? And that's simple as that. Now, again, with options they have time decay, but these options have a lot of time, and we still want to be picky. We want to get in when we have the technical everything alignment. And my system is about time frame alignment. So the reason why I give you these numbers is that's where I see the alignment and all the time frames for Caterpillar. In other words, that's going to give us a good reason to get in and start holding those options. Now, you could be holding Caterpillar, for example, a couple of days, and you already can make 100%, because if Caterpillar was just an attempt to hit 100. Okay, let's go to the options so I can explain that to you. How do you make these gains in options? Well, you're going to see. I'm going to teach you how. Okay, people, so here we are at the Caterpillar board on Yahoo Finance. Well, I hit the options there. See, options. You can see that. You can see you can look for options on the Yahoo Finance page. There it is, options, okay? And of course, I'm explaining how to trade options. How to trade options, people. People can tell you how to trade options, but without a plan, you're not going to make money in options. What I'm doing, okay, for free, people. So take advantage of what I'm doing right now. simple. What I'm doing for free is demonstrating my power trigger trade system for you guys to make 100% gains. And you're going to see how, if you do the work and you follow what I'm telling you, and you follow these plans, especially if they trigger, you're going to see. Sometimes things don't materialize. We have to get out. But a lot of these setups, they are going to make 100 to 300% gains, and this depends on the action. One of the two is going to happen. So let's take a look at Caterpillar here. And I talked about, okay, let's go to the January the 20th calls, okay? And let's take a look at that. They're trading pretty good. They're trading okay. No big deal right now. You can see that they have the most open interest is in this 97.5. So for example, if someone wanted to take the 97.5 calls for Caterpillar, they're going to be they're trading at $2.36 to $2.41. That's the spread right now, okay? And so you could take these if you want as well. You could take these. The closer you are into the money, the more expensive the option is. But the hundreds are good enough, I believe, to make 100 to 300% gains. Because if I'll tell you one thing, if Caterpillar and we get into that 97 area, okay, and we hit 100, you're probably going to double your options at 100 to 101 area. And if you're gonna, and if anything, if we get to 105, we're probably gonna get 2 to 300 and the 2 to 300%, depending how fast it gets to 105. That's the possibility. But you can track that. So, for example, you can see that this is this video is being made based on the data of the close of Friday of November the 25th, right? And these options are these options, okay, people, especially the Disney one, okay, they're based on the 25th of November, okay. So, for example, when this stock, if in the future when we see the stock is higher, I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna show the difference in the options, but we'll have the correlation of what these cost now because I'm showing it in this video format. So, if you decide to take these, this is probably going to average about $1. We'll say it could be $1.70. What's the difference? $1.70, $1.80. For heaven's sake, we'll say it. We'll make it just an easy number of $2. Okay, so for every 100 shares you own of Caterpillar, it's going to cost you $200. For every 100 shares of Caterpillar you're going to control. You don't own it, you control it. That's what options do. And you know something? This is much safer and a lot better than trading penny stocks, people. Making great gains. And people could do this with a very small account. You could have $2,000, $3,000. And if you can bang out 100% winners, you're going to grow and make your money. And Power Trigger Trade Sandro, which is me here, I'm going to help people do that. My followers do that. You know, my subscribers do that. Okay, people? So, there you have it. Let's go back to the charts here. So here's the Caterpillar chart. But let me show you something else. All right, so here we are at Power Target Trades. You want to subscribe so that you will, like for example, if you want to see this, if you're seeing this video, you can check out this GM setup. It's based on the November 24th close. It still hasn't triggered yet, even though I'm making this video on the 26th. Right, based on the 25th close of November. But again, my videos are going to be listed on Power Target Trade. Subscribe. There'll be new videos, new ideas. Again, that's what my site's based on. It's going to be based on health and investing. Because you know what? What good is it that you make a lot of money, you have money, but you don't have your health? Anyways, Power Trigger Trade Sandro's here. I'm going to help people on these two fronts. Let's make money in the market. Let's make money with these option ideas. I do this all the time. I've been doing this for years, people. And there's some stories about me that you do not know, that I haven't gotten into yet. But anyways, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Power Target Trades. Look for more great information coming from me. Not just about making money, but also on your health and fitness. I practice what I preach. I do what I am. That's one thing, is I do what I practice what I preach, people. I'm in this investment game. There's more stories of me. You want to listen to for the new visitors video right over here. So if I click on this, there's a new video that's called the play. This probably starts automatically. That's for the new visitors. Anyways, subscribe. Thanks for listening, people. Like the video.